What if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
When he fought me,
You just said it. It was the blood of a king.
King Arthur was also your...
Yes, he was.
Wow.
But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
So that...
No. You are...
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you should meet one night.
Speak clearly then.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you.
That's crazy. I wonder which
It's
one.
locked, all right.
The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
Oh man. So we're at the end of the game. Oh man. I feel like there's so many things I could have done, so many things I may have missed. Of course, collectibles are given. I don't really like head hunting for every single collectible. Why are we awake? This is daytime. I just realized that. I don't have any of my vampire powers. Open up this gate just in case. Oh, well then I guess it doesn't really matter. Locked?
I cannot enter.
Yeah.
The
Figured.
lady of the manor isn't expecting visitors. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere. I cannot enter.
Where is
This
she?
castle is falling apart. Like most castles, this one has a crypt, and it holds something special inside. That sweet fragrance, Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently.
Oh, where is she?
This painting looks suspicious.
The Red Queen? And William? It's the only door I can actually go through to open up from the other side. Why is that door? Okay, never mind. There's two doors that are acting that way. I'm guessing this way would be... God bless it, God. That's the only thing, like, down. So where would the crypt be? That statue just scared me.
A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for. One last switch, and... What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. One last switch, and here's another switch. I should keep looking. One last switch, and... Voila.
Shoot. That was simple enough without all that damn running around.
Drop your speed, Father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No, never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her...
Why did...
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it.
Where are we?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Are you not afraid someone might discover...
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who...
Is this your retreat?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my...
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
Yes. You did well, Jonathan. You truly saved the city.
Yes, we did. Despite all obstacles. I'm truly convinced we did it together, Elizabeth.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Why are you hiding?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the
He
antidote?
gave you the antidote.
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was.
I don't understand.
Still is.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely...
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirst.
Can he...
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised.
No,
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to...
we could...
It's too late. The blood of hate.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing
I don't
himself.
understand that.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
But what is the antidote?
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back. Like...
How did you meet?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me.
Why did he
You should ask him that.
Did you
Not even...
Who are you?
How could I answer that?
I need to know.
I was born Elizabeth...
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
No, I cannot. You chose to follow Ascalon's orders. You unleashed an immortal Aloysius Dawson into this already fragile and suffering city.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
That's so depressing.
Yes,
So, William, my God, you really...
I did in my day. Come close.
I think you're hearing.
What is it you want?
I found your research on the antidote.
Once I understood what the ingredients were.
King Richard and Boadicea. How did you find such relics? The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
Do you remember Murden, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Murden, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance,
Tell me,
I do not wish to discuss.
please, Sir William.
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral,
What happened then?
the blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again? Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger.
How did you...
Times were tough.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated. For I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Murden, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? Have you not betrayed me?
I had choices to make.
I forgive you. And that is my choice.
Elizabeth, I love you.
Then let me go now.
Wait! No!
I think I got the bad ending.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, but the cost was dire. Blood and tears, both parched by cleansing flames. You've lost your way, my champion bittersweet. I am moved to pity as I feel your rampant rage void of purpose or meaning. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
This game is awesome. 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 A lot of dialogue, but still awesome. It makes me really wish I could, it makes me actually want to play this game over again, and I really wish I could have, like, saved, but I noticed that you could not save between, like, certain decisions that you made, so that kind of sucked, but, I still think this is an amazing game, and for those that stuck it through with me and played it throughout the entire way, I know I missed some stuff. I'm pretty sure with the storyline stuff and all the edit stuff like that, I missed something. So I'm guessing I got the bad ending by the sounds of it, because if I would have just listened to her and got kicked out of all that other stuff and not revived anybody, I feel like that would have been a better choice, but I didn't listen, so I kind of betrayed her, even though it was a double-edged sword, because she told me to follow the orders of Redgrave, but at the same time she didn't want me to do it, which I don't know. I asked you for advice, tell me the right answer. But anyway, that being said, like I said, this game is amazing. I love it. I loved it. I loved it all the way through. As I might actually try to, maybe maybe do a good ending, or maybe do a no kill anybody run, but I do not know. So that being said, this was Vampyr with your host JW. Stay golden, and I will see you.